The stone walls of the keep do little to keep out the cold of winter. Hearths around the keep are ablaze, providing several hot spots of comfort for our heroes residing within the walls. More than 2 feet of snow rests on the ground outside now, slowly collecting the large, fluffy flakes that are currently drifting down from the sky. Amidst the crackling fire, the chops and clacks of food prep in the kitchen, sorry Felix, and soft footfalls through the floor upstairs, there is a sad silence in the air. A silence that is broken by a knock at the door. So if any of you had anything pending at the end of last session that I didn't catch, please let me know. We will do that first thing. Otherwise, we will jump right in with the knock at the door. Anyone have any? Doesn't? No? Okay. Sort of a hard, clacky knock on the front door. Does anyone want to answer?
Arn's up in his room reading.
I think Emil gave Arn his room because Emil was going to sleep in the chapel, which is right next to the front door.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is worrisome because the last time we knocked on the front door, Emil punched him. But let's have Emil answer the door and see what happens.
Okay. You pull the heavy wooden door with the steel strappings open. The bitter cold rushes in along with some of the snow. But standing at the end of a long line of hoofprints is... oops. Dan, I can't even with OBS. Standing at the end of a long line of hoofprints is a beautiful white-tailed doe that holds an envelope in her mouth. With big doughy eyes, looks up at you.
I will take the envelope and then reach into my cloak and hold out a handful of birdseed for the doe.
Kind of licks it out of your hand after taking a couple sniffs, and
probably not very much food for it, but there you go. It was something.
Eats it and then and kind of runs off through the snow back into the woods. You've seen a number of these here in the woods. You know that they live here. It's probably a safe method of getting things to your doorstep. It is addressed to you, Emil, the letter.
To me, excellent. Well, in that case, you know what? I'll go into the kitchen and sit at the table and open it.
Okay, as you read through, this is clearly a letter that you were partially expecting from your mentor.
Okay.
This is that upcoming mission that was spoken of. There is a town in Calais. One that, actually, roll a history check. We'll see if you've heard of this at all, or if you're familiar, since you're from Calais. Likely not, but I do like to let everyone roll, just in case. Which would just, history, yeah. Mm-hmm.
History? Okay. Oh, no. That's a 6.
Okay, yeah, you've never heard of this town, some abstract town, but the people there in this town are being oppressed. There's by a tyrant, but not directly. This is a mission that requires some finesse. It's not something where anyone can just barge in and kill the tyrant, because there are a lot of intricacies to this town. This town on the surface seems ideal. People flock there in droves because they want a better life. They've heard of the resounding success of this beautiful town. But there is, of course, a price being paid to many of the townspeople. And they don't know all the ins and outs of it, but they know it's something on a larger scale, and there's a lot of people being affected by it. And so they want you to use your finesse with these situations and insight and see if you can discover what exactly is going on and perhaps even find a solution. The town's name is Miranda.
Okay.
And that is all. At your, there's no date that you have to be there by or anything like that. It's just, at your earliest convenience.
Okay. I will tuck the note back into my envelope and put the envelope into my now empty birdseed pocket.
Nice. Perfect. All right. Well, I'll buzz about. I'm assuming, is it morning time? I'm not sure where exactly we left last. Where y'all left last week. If we're
We'll
not
just say it's morning time, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I think because I think it was right after because Brewer left in the morning, then left in the morning and was and transportation circled back to the estate.
Okay. Excuse me. All right. Well, we'll say it's after breakfast. Or I guess there was a food prep. I'm sorry, Felix. I've got to keep throwing that stuff in there. I know Felix leaves the kitchen. Just too tempting to use it for storytelling now. So we'll say that there's some brunch being made.
Let's do savory Yorkshire puddings with egg and back bacon.
Bacon, yes. Okay, sold. So definitely the smells of that are starting to wafts through the house. And even though it's only been a few hours since breakfast, 2.5 hours, whoo, boy, nothing gets the stomach growling like those delicious scents coming from Felix's kitchen. So,
yeah. Aaron will head downstairs to see what's cooking.
Okay. Let me ask, does anyone have anything in particular they'd like to be doing this morning? So I won't go around to everyone. I'll just see if anyone has anything of import.
Mort would be casting Identify on the bracer he got way back when, about 3 weeks ago.
Oh gosh, yeah. I'll have to go look. Ooh.
Yeah, Dan. What about that?
I will get that to you more.
The longest Identify spell in the history of D&D.
Awesome. So you've got all the tools, everything you need to be working on that, and I'll have to look that up, but I will get that to you. All right. Anyone else? No. Okay.
Actually,
yeah.
sorry.
Go for it.
I think I would have, don't need to necessarily roleplay this, but I would have handed out the other coins that I made, which did something that I forget. I feel like I had a one-time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I will hand out everybody else's, and I'll just read out what everybody's has on there. Why not?
Nice.
So, Devania's on one side's a paintbrush, and on the other side's a little sculpture.
Aww.
On Emil, one side's a cloak, and the other side is a dice. Galithor's is a shield on one side and a sword on the other. Mort's is a book on one side and a scroll on the other. Erenwyn is dragon wings on one and a rune that I've seen on her on the other. And that's it. Did I get everyone? No. Rain. I do have yours written down. Bunny on one side, Raven on the other.
Aww.
Yes. All right, Blueberry. Each of you has a moment where Blueberry comes up and passes you these coins. The coins, I believe, they if you fall in battle, they was that it right? They give you a. They don't just stabilize you. I think they bring you back with a hit point or something.
I think so. Yeah, it's like a one-time use. Like once they're.
Oh,
Right.
this makes it. It's like kind of like Revivify. Does that have the Revivify spell?
Good.
No, I think
No.
it literally will just bring you back with one hit point, and then it's
Okay,
spent.
never mind.
Yeah, it's like
I'm thinking
pinned in a parapet.
Yeah. That's it. Yep.
Parapet of Wounds.
I think so. Oh, and Ed, I sent you a quick Facebook message. No rush. Just wanted to let you know I finally did that.
Who'd you send a message to, Dan?
That was for Ed. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I
Okay.
had a quick Ed question.
I just wanted to talk to you about that. There's no way we can do it tonight.
Okay. I can't background that. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, cool. All right. So yes, Devanya.
Sorry, sometimes I get so used to just raising my hand in other streams.
No worries, no
Rubbed
worries.
off on me. Devania would, as she comes down for breakfast, would have a handful of necklaces that she's holding in her left hand for everybody that she will pass out at the table, or for anybody who's down there or is coming to breakfast. And she'll give everybody. It's a wooden pendant that she's carved that has the Blade Ward sigil in it, and then she put it together with the silver chains and everything that Emil helped her with, and then so it's infused with the Blade Ward cantrip that Caelynn helped her with as well.
Nice.
So yeah, so that's what she'll be doing. I'm gonna probably like put one on like different parts of the table for everybody as they come down for breakfast. So
Orin comes down. He's like, "Is it Christmas? Is this a holiday?"
no, not for you.
I'm just, seeing all the gifts being passed around. That's the only time that I know of gifts being given in such quantities. So, just thought I'd ask. He'll go over and sit down somewhere.
How far away?
Well, I mean, probably like, I don't know. I mean, I was thinking probably wherever the food's at, if there's food out. If not, he'll just sit down in like a corner of one of the rooms.
Xanbora?
Yes.
Awesome. There is
At the
this.
keep.
We are not gonna stop giving you crap.
I'm picturing a spare chair over by Blueberry's cushion in the kitchen. Just this in the corner chair
Yeah.
up against the wall. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably like a backless stool, and
Yeah.
one of the legs is short.
Yeah.
It's so uncomfortable. I love it. All right. Okay, so gosh, there's been a lot in everyone's plates, on everyone's minds, I imagine. Orin here just, I'm sure, adds another level to things. Emil, you've got your new calling, or your new message. What would you? Is everyone joining? Everyone coming to the kitchen for brunch, or anybody not joining? Okay. Oh, you're muted, Sam. I'm sorry. Oh. Let me just check. I think you're still muted, unless you meant to be muted. Okay, my bad. Sorry, I gotcha.
Still muted. Still muted.
It's still muted.
No, she's not muted.
Not muted,
No,
but mic's not working.
Mike's not working. Yeah, hold on.
Oh, okay. Mm-mm.
Check your button. Check your mute button. Yeah.
That thing.
Or plug it.
always
Or
does
plug
Plug
it in.
in.
How about now?
Yay!
Hey,
Sorry.
You're fine.
Sorry. I had something else plugged into a mic.
Oh, nice.
Aaron will just be sitting at the kitchen table all day reading.
Okay.
That's it. Not important.
All right. Okay.
Blueberry will be by the side of her,
Oh.
super helping out. But not really.
Nice. That's right. Yeah,
Oh,
you can
no,
get your
I
comfort.
seem to have dropped some back bacon on the floor.
Blueberry will run and get it.
Like the paws sliding on it in place for a minute. Oh, I love your name tonight, Emil. That's great. Okay. So I'll leave it up to you. I mean, we can role play more time at the keep, but if you all have anything you want to do in particular or advance with, we can certainly do that. Otherwise, you all find yourselves here sitting somewhat awkwardly with Caelynn's brother in the kitchen. Oh, I did have a question. Who is wearing mallow? Was it Caelynn?
No, it was Rain.
It's me.
No, it's yeah,
Oh,
because
okay.
Rain couldn't.
no, it's Erwin. So
Yeah.
Okay,
Gave
cool,
it to me.
cool. So don't forget, sometimes mallow can come out if you wanted. Other times, while it's the tattoo, though, you have some luck to use. So
I have luck? I have a point of is it a point of luck?
a point of luck. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna write that down so I don't forget.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all always have big meals like this?
Yeah.
When I'm cooking.
That's a problem. That newbie.
No. It's nice, I guess. Just, a little uncommon for adventuring types.
I'll just like put my head on it because I'm assuming I'm just sat on the table. I'll just stare.
Oh, I forgot to mention, Rain is just like in a corner, just watching.
Nice.
Have you always talking to Blueberry?
No.
Have you always been a dog?
I'm not just a dog, but yes, I've always been a dog.
It's interesting. And weird.
Nice, thanks. Have you always been you?
I think so. Yeah.
Cool.
Great talk. Great talk.
I'm gonna still just stare.
So, what are we doing? Do we have any plans, or?
I mean, we're eating breakfast. That's a big plan in my book.
Understood. I meant
You
after
want some?
breakfast. Oh, I've already ate mine.
Do you want some more?
No, I'm good.
Well, for starters, we can see if Rain can find Ayler's ghost today. If Ayler's ghost is still around, that might give us a start.
Oh, finding ghosts.
Well, Ayler would be the one that Caelynn sacrificed herself for, so Ayler might know where that is or what's going on, or be able to provide information to get to Caelynn. If you have a different plan, I'd love to hear it.
No, I don't have a different plan. But I thought that happened a long ways away. Why would the ghost still be here?
If only we had a death cleric who could talk to Ayler's ghost and maybe get the answer to that question, right?
Touche.
Are you still just sort of staring, Rain, or like staring at Orin?
Yeah.
You do hear Emil sort of catch you, like, to see if that's something you could do or are interested in.
Just staring. Can I just see anything going on? Or
Let's see. Nothing here. You might be able to implore, like through prayer, the Raven Queen for extra guidance or for the opportunity to find that particular ghost, that soul. But as far as looking around, nothing in the kitchen, nothing really outside the windows currently, nothing like that.
I could probably, Emil could probably let Rain know that last time Emil saw Ayler, it was specifically in Caelynn and Erin's room. We should also take a second look at the drawing that Caelynn did of the two coffins. See if we can get a clear picture. It was important to Ayler, but again, I couldn't understand why.
That's the one that was hanging above her bed, Dan.
Oh, okay. Juicy.
You're a Shattercry, right?
yes.
He's asking you, right? Okay.
Have you
Right.
always been a Shattercry?
No.
See, you ask the question enough times, you get an interesting answer.
Devon
Yes.
is gonna give like the weirdest look to Emil. It's like, WTF.
As Rain says no, they're gonna give Emil a side glare.
Hey, Oren likes to
making-
ask questions. I'm
He's
just
making fun of
trying
the
to be
new
helpful.
guy. He's making fun of the new guy. Just a little bit of roasting.
Emil's being helpful.
Are you the death cleric?
Success.
Oh, sarcasm.
What is going on? This is Mariah asking because there's
Oh,
conversation after the other.
Arn's asking Rain if she's the death cleric that Emil
Okay.
mentioned.
Yes, I am.
Interesting.
Can I do an insight check on the new guy?
Sure, what would you
Sure.
like to,
Just to get a sense of like a vibe, kind of like a vibe,
check?
a vibe
Yeah.
check? That's
So-
perfect.
How much
Out
you
of
can
curiosity, Rain, are you using your eyes, your ears, or your fist?
I mean,
Awesome.
all
Oh,
of the senses.
Arn's face does look a little, of course, bruised today.
Oh, his pretty face. No. Awesome.
Ooh, that's a good roll.
Mm.
Come on, insight. Okay, that is 24.
Mm. I'll let you decide, Oren, what that would relay.
Yeah,
Vibe-wise.
I guess, I mean, you can tell that he is definitely. I mean, you can probably assume that he's a little uncomfortable in this room, but he also looks like he's trying to look confident and possibly trying to be a little bit more smooth in how he's feeling.
Hmm.
If that gives you a good insight there.
All right.
Felix brings out some flute glasses with gin and sparkling wine cocktail, lemony flavored,
Nice.
with a lemon twist inside. It's this one in front of Oren. Did you sleep well?
Thank you. Yeah, I did.
Did you have any suggestions on how we go about finding your sister?
The group of you were the ones that were there. I'm kind of coming in after the fact. I don't really. I mean, I guess the first thing, if it was up to me, I would look into the lich that's supposedly controlling her. Or has her, or whatever's happening there.
Well, I think the Stormfall Alliance has done some research, but there's a university in Xanbora. So the thing that we can do is head there for information.
It's
I mean, probably not all of us would want to go, but
Well, I would go if you would have me.
sure. Does anybody here, I'm asking out of character, like, have any connections at the university? Like maybe Mort's been there a couple of times? Other than just Roger. Like Roger counts.
Good old Roger.
Erin Wynn kind of does. She has offered to help with runic research there. So there's kind of that where she's like, if they needed her, they could call her.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to brainstorm since that seems like a thing we would do over breakfast. So
Yeah. Seems like a good idea. Libraries are always good places to start, or any place that has any kind of research.
it's a shame we don't have access to Caelynn's library.
Caelynn has a library.
Yeah.
Big one.
Some kind of a magical portable one.
Sure, she loved that. I always enjoyed reading.
Rain,
Alright.
did you want me to show you where I last saw Oren's ghost?
Yeah.
See if that would be helpful.
Ayler's
Ayler.
ghost?
Ayler's ghost, sorry.
Freudian slip.
that-
I was thinking of something else, and everything registered like 10 seconds later. Oren's ghost.
Welcome back, Dan.
Oh my gosh. That's so funny.
I don't know if you're in chat right now, but clip away.
That's amazing.
Please.
10-second delay. Sorry.
He who laughs last thinks slowest.
Aaron, would it be all right if Rain and I went up and had a look around?
Yeah. Careful of the gunpowder barrels. But yeah.
Oh, we still need to do something about those. Okay.
Gunpowder barrels?
There's barrels in the corner. Don't touch them.
Okay.
Who's this Ayler? That... Did he mean something to the group, or was he just someone random that the Lich picked out?
No, he was a young child that we saved before.
So the Lich picked someone specifically from your past?
The Lich picked someone from the Lich's past before even the Lich was released from the tomb in Bexley. Ayler was trapped in before we even went in there. So Ayler may be potentially Ythaz's oldest living or formerly living connection.
Okay.
Plus, to be just asked, we haven't really gotten the word out yet. I mean, we came right back to the keep. And so, I mean, probably, yeah.
We should go talk to Scarlet.
Yeah, and then let her disseminate the information.
How many people do you plan to tell about this Lich and Caelynn and...
I mean, it's kind of a worldwide problem now. He's planning to bring about, like, the end of the world and stuff like that, so I think a lot of people should know,
Is Scarlet in the Stormfall Coalition?
Yeah.
Question, or something. Should you maybe be careful with who you tell? I mean, I understand it's a worldwide problem, sure, but what will they do once they find out?
We gotta tell the Coalition. They're the ones who... We gotta tell them. We're telling the people we gotta tell.
But will they go after the Lich who is using Caelynn, thus having them go after Caelynn with possibly deadly force?
I mean, we're that deadly force. Us.
To be fair, we do have a dragon on our side as well. We're not the only muscle. We're not even close to the only muscle in the Stormfall Coalition.
That makes sense.
I mean, part of that information will be that, yes, that Caelynn is most likely now the avatar for Ythaz, and everyone who is part of this alliance is very keenly aware of the importance that she holds to all of us. So I would have in the fullest confidence that they would exercise extreme caution when dealing with this.
Okay. Well, you seem to know... You definitely know more about the people you're talking about than I do, so I will Have to take your word on it.
That would be wise.
Well, this is riveting conversation. I'm gonna just kind of step outside and I'll be back in a bit.
I would like to leave, like, maybe 30 seconds and see if I can follow him.
Nice, okay. I guess, Orin, what are you doing first? And are you being stealthy about it?
No, he just walks out the one of the doors in the keep.
Mhm.
And we'll just kind of go back. I'm imagining he'll probably go back towards like the wooded area, probably where like the I always
The mage
forget
circle thing?
her name. Yeah, the mage circle and around that area. Yeah.
Okay.
And he's going to, cause he'd probably find some like trees.
Mhm.
He's going to just kind of lean against one and bring out his instrument. Not that instrument. His,
Wow.
Blueberry, you walk in on a scene that, yeah. Forget the birds and the bees. This
not
is.
that instrument. He's going to bring out his dulcimer and start
Okay.
playing.
Okay, nice. All right, Blueberry, you pretty easily track him. You're also mostly under the snow out. There's like 2.5 feet of snow, or whatever that would be.
Ears.
Yeah, pretty much. You got to look up like a periscope. But you see him pulling out his instrument over by the trees.
Dulcimer, damn the dulcimer.
Awesome. And you hear the
late.
soft tones for that.
What is a dulcimer?
Oh, it's a stringed instrument.
Okay.
Like a
Is it
guitar,
like a
except
lute?
you do it on your lap.
Yeah,
It's like a guitar, but like you do it on your lap.
yeah,
I
It's a
got
lot
you.
easier on the fingers and stuff.
yeah.
I see. Cool. And Dan,
Yeah.
Joe, you should.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
It's a good
I
point.
will
So
just-
he'd find somewhere to like
Okay.
that he can like sit down, like a stump or a fallen down tree or something.
Well, there's a tree that has one of those branches that grew early right near the
Yeah,
base.
yeah.
So
That's good. That's good.
There's the top of the invisible water slide if you want to sit there.
No.
weird
Before-
snow that goes down.
Oh my god.
Before I go upstairs with Emil, Rain is gonna follow Blueberry
Oh, okay.
and just look with him. So
All right.
You gotta keep low to the ground.
How
I get low.
are you guys? Are y'all being stealthy about this? That
I mean, I am.
I am as well. Might as
You
well.
can both roll stealth checks. Yours will be a straight stealth check, Rain. Blueberry, you'll have advantage because you're mostly hidden by the snow.
his passive perception's 27, y'all.
Oh, damn.
Oh, let's roll high. What even is myself?
Na 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 na. I rolled a natural 19.
Nice.
Alright, I'm pretty good on stuff.
So
Okay,
21.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
high.
I also got 21, so I'm pretty sure.
Had it not been for the whispers back and forth, Thorn would have never heard you.
Even though he probably like has an inkling that they're there, Dan, he's just going to continue playing as if he doesn't see them.
Okay. Yep, you guys. You're stealthy. He doesn't notice you at all. You can tell. All right.
Rain, I'm just gonna stay and watch, just to make sure, doesn't, it's not weird. Like, not weird weird. Like regular weird is fine, squirrel weird, but like the next level of weird.
Got it.
Like pulling out his instrument out by a tree.
Just gonna play this.
We have a mind. All of us have a mind of a 12-year-old right
Yes. A Dan's back. Welcome. You're welcome.
It's Friday night.
Awesome. All right. Does Orin do anything aside from? Oh, I'm sorry, Blueberry. Please go.
No, Karen.
I was just going to check and see if Oren does anything else, or if he's just going to relax
Nope.
there until he's ready to come in.
He's just relaxing there. He'll probably play out there for maybe like 15-20 minutes and then come back inside.
Okay. Do the two of you have anything that you'd like to do as you watch before you notice him start putting his instrument away?
Well, hang on, let me just see.
Oh. While just watching outside, do I see any ghosts? Like outside? Because I remember you, like in a past episode, when Child Rain was still a child, they could see like a ghost, like realizing that he's dead, reoccurring his death.
Yeah.
So do I see that?
You don't on the back here. You had seen that a little further towards the front of the keep, where a long time ago there was a particular incident where a number of dwarf assassins died. But not back here. Back here seems to be relatively... No one really gets this far. Usually.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna use mold earth and make myself a little, like a little trench.
Okay. So you like walk around in a few circles as you cast it?
Yeah.
I just
Bring everything down.
Pushes the earth out and gets you a nice little nesty spot there.
Yeah. It's just so because I know he doesn't know where I am. So I'm just gonna make it even more hard.
Nice.
And I'm just gonna wait, and then whatever he does, I will follow you.
Okay. All right. And Rain, are you sticking there as you see Orin, packing up, getting ready to head back in? You're not directly in his path or anything. You're off to the side. Blueberry's found himself, made himself a bit of a nest to hide a little more.
After watching Blueberry make his little nest, I'm just gonna stay there for a few minutes and then find a meal and go upstairs to Caelynn and Erwin's room.
Okay. All right, you head back in before Orin can spot you. I mean, so Orin, on your return trip back inside, do you address Blueberry at all, or do you just head in?
He's just going to after he gets done playing his Dalstorm, probably humming a bit along with it. He'll just go back inside and just
Okay.
not acknowledge.
You are stealthy AF, Blueberry. That sucker didn't spot you at all.
He'll give a sly smirk that Blueberry probably won't notice, as he's walking back.
Nice. Do you follow him back inside, Blueberry?
Yeah, I do I'll go round and then follow him back in. So just arm walking and then just ears up.
Nice.
Going through the snow.
I'm imagining Felix has made sure that there's a doggy door on the front door. So for Blueberry on the front rear doors here. So you're able to come back in. So while that's happening, Rain, you've come back inside. If you're around, Emil, anyway, I don't want to jump the gun if you're not available. But you'll come back inside, Rain. And you're looking around. You can't quite spot Emil. Again, I'll just throw out there that while you don't see any ghosts around, and certainly not Ailer, you do imagine that if you really wanted to, if there was going to be any chance, you'd probably have to have some deity intervene, perhaps yours. Might be able to do something like that to facilitate some communication.
Okay, cool. I am going to go to Caelynn and Erwin's room.
Okay.
And then I'm going to pray to the Raven Queen. Is it divine intervention? I don't remember.
If you have that, you can do that, but you won't have to actually use that spell. I'll have you roll a percentile die anyways. It won't make you expend the spell slot for that. But
hang on, what is this?
If you have it prepared and you want to use it, I won't stop either.
It's a cleric ability, not a spell.
Oh.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's level 20.
Okay. So you do a prayer. Go ahead and roll a percentile die if you would.
Oh boy.
Is anyone up in that room as Rain arrives, or is everyone elsewhere?
I think I rolled a 90. Yeah, that's not 90. 93.
Okay. You go into a prayer, and you know that you might have to settle in a bit, so a few minutes go by, maybe 10 minutes, 11, 12, and you're just doing some spoken prayers, some chants, a few other things to try and reach out to the Raven Queen about this. You speak of Aelr, of Caelynn, of answers, and you know how the Raven Queen typically, when it's someone's time to go, it's their time to go. Feeling a little bit frustrated at no direct answer, nothing like that. At one point, I imagine you would stop praying, and when you open your eyes and raise your head, you see the ghost of Aelr sitting and praying across the bed from you. Little elbows up on the top of the mattress, just like you are on the opposite side.
I look at Aelr and I say hi, just to see it, because in the past, Rain remembers that spirits could not talk to them, so they are going to see if they respond back.
Okay. So you have in the past attempted that without much luck. But as you do, young Aelr does in fact reply. Hi. The nice lady said I can come talk to you before I get to go. Before I get to go.
Are you bound to this room?
No, I a long while ago, it feels like I was on my way to where I was supposed to go. But I was swept away, and bound here on this plane. But I was your friend, Caelynn. She, because of her, I was freed, and I went to the place I was supposed to go. The nice lady asked me if I would come back and answer you, talk to you. She said I can only be here for a minute or two, but after all that I know you all did for me, I wanted to do what I can for you. Puts his arms down and stands up on the side of the bed. So, what can I answer for you?
Do you know what happened to Yeza? Frank, help me out.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I feel so bad for my dad. Sorry, the nice lady told me I shouldn't think about that, or I'll, that it's dangerous while I'm here to think about my regrets. But my dad wanted me and wanted me to be safe and wanted me to be strong. And so Yathaz was going to use me, or be bound to me. But I heard him whispering. I heard him whispering to Caelynn, and it made me so mad. But I couldn't do anything. And he whispered to her that he was either going to take me or, well, he whispered to her that she could save me. But I feel like the way she was answering, like she didn't know it was him. I think she'd be mad and yelling and angry, but she seemed to have some trust with him, and I think he's really tricky, and I'm worried I think he might have been tricking her. But she took my place. She took my place so that he wouldn't take me. And I very much don't like that. And I think he's tricked my dad, and now he's tricked Caelynn. But he's I do know he's not here. They're not here. They're it's sort of both of them now, if that makes sense. They're both one. Like she's her and he's him, but they're also the same. It's really hard to explain the feeling. But they're not here on this same plane. I think that I don't know, but they're not here for now.
As Ayler is speaking, Rain is writing a note to Emil saying, "Quick, need you now." Mm-hmm. And Caelynn everyone's, and I'm gonna tie it in onto V's foot, and then I'm gonna send her to find Emil.
So while this is going on, Emil, you receive this letter from Rain's. What's your Raven's name again?
V, yeah.
Nice. V swoops in, and you see a little letter drawn, and you if you want to read it right away, you'll see that Rain's calling for you up in Aaronwood's bedroom.
Okay. Who's up there right now? Just Rain?
Just Rain. Yep. Mm-hmm. As,
While you were gone, Warren, Blueberry and Rain was doing a little spy detective work, and then for a little bit, and then Rain was trying to find Emil, and you were gone. So I just played it. Rain went by herself.
I think Emil will grab Mort and whoever else wants to go up to find out what's going on.
Okay.
If everybody's partying in my room, I'll go.
Does anyone not want to go up or want to be elsewhere out of range?
I'll be following Aaron, so
okay.
Wherever he goes. He'll
Emil...
know I'll be right behind him because of the goddamn perception checks.
Nice.
Is this after he came inside,
yeah.
Dan, or is this during? Okay.
After he came back in.
Okay,
yep.
All right. Yeah, I think if Emil says something, you mentioned something about Ayler, and he knows that has to do with Caelynn, he would probably go up and just kind of stand in the doorway.
Yeah. All right, sounds like everyone finds their way up, and you'll all see as you walk in, halfway into the room, the center bed, bunk bed, Rain, had been praying on it, and Ayler stands. You're facing Ayler's back as you see Rain on the other side of the bed facing you. A little ghost of Ayler, just continuing to talk to Rain and share. Again, my time's getting a little shorter. You actually hear him as you all step in talking about his dad again, and again repeating, the nice lady told me I really can't think about my regrets while I'm here, so sorry. What other questions do you have?
I turn. Do I notice everybody?
Mm-hmm. Ayler turns as well, following your gaze. Oh, hi.
Describe the nice lady.
He's
Yeah, she's sort of sometimes a little shadowy, I'm sorry, your name? He leans into Rain.
It's Rain.
Rain. Like Rain. Other times, just parts of a face in like floating glass, floating mirrors.
He's talking about the Raven Queen.
Oh. She took me back from the place I finally arrived in. Or she asked me if I wanted to come, and I said yes to help out. I've told Rain it'll kind of catch everyone up on what he answered so far. But I have a little bit of time left, and I want to be the biggest help I can be. Time and again, you've saved me.
Where's your dad now? Do you know?
I don't know, and I miss him so much. I feel so terrible that he got tricked because of me, and you see him take a... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Is there something you want us to tell him when we find him?
You see his ghostly form shift into slightly more of a tangible form. A very pale, tangible form. I don't know. I have so much to say. So much I didn't say. I'm sorry. I can't. I'm not supposed to think about my regrets. The nice lady said it'd be really bad for me. But if you have a question, I can't talk about my dad. But if you have anything else, my time's...
Where's Caelynn?
She and Yathaz are one. They're separate but one. So they're still themselves but also together. And they're not on this plane. I know that I don't feel them here anymore, not right now. So I don't know, but they're not here on the Prime.
Different plane.
Do you know where Yathaz was planning on going? Once he, or at least where he needs to go. Once he was joined with you, do you know where he was going to go?
I don't. They just kept me bound, not in my body, but to my body, and I don't really know the plans. I don't really. I was only connected for a little bit, and mostly it was a lot of pain and such with this power and presence trying to bind itself to me.
Blueberry's just gonna jump up onto the bed next to him and just try and comfort him, because he's obviously... I don't know if he can. The whole ghost thing.
Yeah, it kind of goes through a little bit, but he seems comforted, and in fact, that pale, tangible aspect to his form kind of dissipates, and he goes back to like a more comfortable, seems to be a little less discomfort, and back to his raw ghostly form. I wish I always wanted a friend like you, puppy friend. I don't know where she is. I don't think that they're going to be back for a while. I got that sense when he was connecting with me. He had elsewhere to go. Something that was going to take some time to manage. Far away from the Prime. Before returning.
Aaron's gonna leave.
Is there anything else I can answer to be helpful? My time is almost up.
You were at the university at Bexley, right?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
This is a bad place with bad people.
Yeah. I was there too.
I'm sorry.
She'll kind of go over and like offer a hug. She's like not sure if she can hug a ghost, but
Nice.
she'll try.
Nice. You gotta catch some ghost air, but he seems to appreciate it.
It's just like thought about it. It's the thought that counts, right?
Rain will as well offer a ghostly hug.
Oh, same thing. There's like this slight tangibility, but it's you can tell that he appreciates it.
Group hug?
Well, if you don't have any other questions, I just want to say, he kind of looks at Emil as one of the original people that helped him way back when. From the beginning, you've been there for me. I thank you. I can't thank you enough for what you've done. You've allowed me to go to a very wonderful place of peace and rest and comfort. Thank you.
Hey, Ayler.
Yeah.
Just remember, none of this is your fault. You've been very brave and you've helped us out a lot.
It's hard for me to... Thank you. It's nice to hear that.
I'm sure Heidi's waiting for you.
And we'll save your dad, don't worry.
Thank you. He starts like like a poor Spider-Man starts dissipating into nothing.
Oh, damn! How'd you have to do that?
God.
Thank you. He his heart was in the right place, but contorted. Please have some compassion for him. I know he doesn't really deserve it at this point, but he's my dad and he was doing it for me. So he disappears into nothing. Back to where he, a very peaceful, comfortable place.
So we all got caught up on the bit about Ithaz being Caelynn's patron, right?
Yes. Yep. That seemed like he was, in fact, that she didn't realize it, that she trusted, that he felt she definitely would have been mad at him, but thought it was speaking to him, so it was trusted person, same as his dad, was kind of tricked into some things.
Emil will leave the room in tears. And for that matter, go down to the chapel, pull out books and notes, and muttering to himself, what did I miss? What was wrong with my question? What did I do wrong?
That hurts. That's deep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anya's gonna be in the corner. She's kind of behind everybody throughout the whole thing.
Okay.
When Ayler disappears, she'll say a prayer to her deity under her breath, and she's gonna leave right after Emil, but she's not gonna follow him.
Okay.
She's gonna respect his space.
Okay.
And she will actually go outside and sit back under that tree that she was reading under a couple of times before, and just keep praying and have a moment.
May I ask Emil and Tavanya to make a percentile roll, please?
Oh no. Percentile rolls are never good.
Dan, can I interject
please.
that everyone that was in the room would have seen the picture on the wall too above the bed, which would have been that. Well, there's a couple. I described them last week. There's a couple of different sketches there.
Okay.
One with like the dark scribble marks, and the other one is of the vision that the patron gave to her of the altar of the 2 caskets and the dark figure behind them.
Okay. How
That
long
she
have those been
sketched
up on the wall, Steph? Would you guess? Did Caelynn put them up there a while ago?
Probably maybe like a week or 2 before they left.
Okay.
Like during the downtime, she might have put them up.
Okay.
Ah,
All right. Emil.
1 or 2 of them.
2. So take this die and roll it with
Sorry,
a normal
I have
D10.
another window up in front of my face. What?
There's the
No,
one with like the.
I'm doing it in Fantasy Grounds.
Oh,
because
okay.
it's-
Oh.
Instead
Yeah.
of digging through real quick.
Nice.
So
Yeah,
I
just
didn't know.
/die space 1D100. Be perfect.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, Emil, you were muted. I didn't catch your number.
Ah,
It's in Fantasy Grounds, but 47.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. And I'll see what Devon.
I roll it the normal way. Sorry, Melissa.
what was it again?
/die space 1D100.
Too many VTTs.
Wow, 47
What?
and 46. Okay, that's great because I actually put the thing at 50 this time. Got super close. Okay.
Wow.
So, oh gosh. Devanya and Emil. Devanya, as you are praying, you hear a soft response from your deity, Ilmater. And being a deity that represents those that have been, put through the ringer, basically, and the hope that he offers them, he shares that that there will come a time where Caelynn will have an opportunity, you will have an opportunity to help Caelynn be Caelynn instead of the terrible situation in which she finds herself currently. That there will be time much like yours spent in just an effed up situation. But in Ilmater's eyes, that will pay off when, with the hope and with the opportunity to free her from that. But it won't be soon. Emil, you hear a response that almost, it starts with a clack of dice in your mind, some dice rolling, as Hermod speaks to you about not so much the odds, but that there will come a time where luck will play a role in meeting Caelynn once again in a situation where she may be assisted, where there may be an opportunity to free her from the situation in which she finds herself, to pursue things as they come, and with good fortune, those things that seem random will all lead to that fortuitous result of being in the right place at the right time and being able to help Caelynn. Not anytime soon, though, but in the future. I think there might also be, given what you're feeling currently, a little bit of, in Hermod's eyes, wisdom shared. That
Okay, before we go here, I just
Yeah.
want to make clear one of the things that Emil is upset about is the commune spell he cast a while back.
Okay.
That he tried to form a question, a yes/no question, as to whether or not Caelynn's patron was malevolent,
Right.
and got an unclear
Mm-hmm.
answer. So Emil is feeling kind
Ooh.
of guilt-racked that his
Sure.
question, that there must have been something wrong with his question, or something like he did something wrong with the way that spell was put together, such that he kind of not only did he kind of miss the answer, but he relayed that answer to Caelynn, so he may have misled Caelynn.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good
If that influences where you're going with this.
Right. I think that Hermod would know that, and would now. So Hermod also has a couple things, and he adds that he senses that and shares that while that is clear within his sight now, it was obscured beforehand. Where Yethaz was and where he was operating from and the manner in which he was doing it led to that being unattainable information. And that I feel like anyway, Hermod, and because it's your deity, I'm gonna let you bend it a bit if you feel this is not the way that Hermod would go. Things are just things of chance, and that because that happened, it leads to the next chance, which leads to the next and the next. And he's going to try and offer some comfort that references Caelynn's strength, that she took a chance that she felt was for the best, knowing what that would entail, and that she's always had trust in everyone in the party, and that if you pursue the chances that are presented to you and continue forth with those, it will lead to the opportunity you're looking for to rectify this, to do what Caelynn is likely hoping everyone will be able to do. But I think he would additionally just share that this was something outside of your control, outside of anything you could do, and even him at that point, and how would you be able to do better if he couldn't tell, and just try and be upfront about it in that manner.
Okay. Yep, thank you.
Can I go and find Oren?
Absolutely. Yeah, you go through the house. Oren, are you hiding, or where were you again? You left the room?
Yeah, Oren left the room after Aylar answered the question about where that they didn't know where Caelynn was. Yeah, Oren is you would find Oren downstairs pacing. And if he would notice you, he'd probably stop pacing and immediately sit down and just kind of steer off.
I'll go up to him. Oren?
Yes?
I want
Talking,
to apologize.
Oh,
I guess I never appreciate that although we lost a friend, you lost a sister. And I'm sorry we haven't been more welcoming.
I understand why. I'm sure Caelynn divulged to at least a few of you of our stilted relationship. So I'm not surprised.
Family's still family.
So it seems. Thank you. I wish I would have came sooner. Or I wish I could have gotten here sooner. However you want to think about it.
Whatever bad relationship you and Caelynn had, we can all work together to make sure you get the opportunity to fix it.
Well, one thing's for sure. Just going down.
Oh yeah.
I do have to say this is the most interesting conversation I've had with a dog in my life.
Gonna have a lot of firsts here.
In fact, it's probably the only conversation I've had with a dog in my life.
We're very good listeners. We don't talk a lot. We're good listeners.
You mentioned you're not just a dog. Are you a shapeshifter? Changeling?
I'm not entirely sure. I was cursed. Hang on. And I'll back up a little bit. And I'll turn into the little boy version of me.
Okay.
Alright, this is nothing. Alright, hang on. And then I go hybrid.
Boom!
Orin kind of instinctually backs in his chair against the wall. That's impressive.
I know, right? Yeah. And then I'll go back to regular me.
Are those your only forms?
Yes.
Interesting. Have you tried to change into anything else?
No.
Tried to flex your power? Because it is a power.
It's I do it to help people out, but it doesn't feel great to change.
Oh, interesting. Guess I never thought about it. Well, again, thank you for talking to me.
Of course. And I will reach into my never-ending treat bag and hand Arn a scone.
Nice.
Oh.
It's fresh and delicious. If you like scones.
You're interesting.
Yeah.
I know to take a bite of the scone.
Start of a beautiful friendship.
Nice. I guess then anything for Mort or Felix as the room clears out? Nothing for Mort? Felix, anything? Okay. Back to the kitchen. Just kidding. It doesn't just exist in the kitchen. Okay. Well, with that then...
Erinwin has something.
Oh, Erinwin. Okay, what you got? Sorry about that. Whoops.
She's going to look around to everyone who's left and say, does anyone want to go... I hate that I'm asking this. Does anyone want to go to the university with me? I got to go study in the library.
Or don't let her know that he's probably going to go to the university as well.
Okay.
Pseudo Brixie pops her head in the door. Can I go?
Can you?
Sure.
Yay!
Why
not? Good. I have to use the bathroom first. And with that, we'll take her bio break.
Interesting segue.
Nice. So if anyone doesn't know, we take about a 10-minute bio break here. We will restock on our goodies and such, and then we'll be back. We will keep our audio live because we're alive. Yeah, nailed it. And we'll we'll catch you all in about 10 minutes. See you soon.
Steph,
Yeah.
I'm thinking of our Sunday when we had our break. bio break. The one thing that should not be mentioned on the stream, but
Oh, right. Yeah, during the Madbird plays.
yep.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, it was a valid question. I still stand by that question to Tasha. Hopefully she's listening. Get out.
Well. Time to eat a bunch of candy. That's Dan.
What are we eating, Dan? What's your candy? Reese's?
Peanut butter butts.
Candy of choice
Yeah, I
for
love
this
these.
evening?
Indeed. Some fresh milk. They had to pound the last one.
Wow. Oh,
It's so
man.
good. Nom nom nom. I mean, I have a can here, but the fridge one's probably better, so if you're okay with it, sure, but don't feel you have to. Blood milk, yes, Tasha.
Yes.
I've been conquering enemies the past 2 days.
The blood milk lives on. Forever.
That's awesome. Oh. Thank you so much. All right. So, nice, Tasha. All right, chat. I know I've got to catch up actually on Obsidian Scar too and see what Lennox been up to. What'd
Half
he
speed,
do?
man.
Yeah, I really need to. That must still count, right, Steph? So,
What?
Tasha's asking, can she have blood milk if it was mixed with almond milk instead?
I mean, sure, yeah, that'd still count. Sure. I'm not really sure if you'd find almond milk out in the battlefield, but yeah, I mean, I'm not really sure if you'd find regular milk either, I guess, so. Unless you're fighting cows or fighting on a field of cows. And just take a chance to just stop and milk one.
Nice, I need to take a hit. Hold on.
Just lay down on the ground.
That's amazing.
I bet Ileana's done that too.
That's amazing. That's not a cow, that's a bull. Oh! Surprise!
Don't want to be tugging on that.
That's a giant udder, yeah. That's one big nipple. No.
Gosh, I don't know.
Tasha. Oh my gosh, I needed this candy recharge. I made lasagna tonight for dinner, but I made crock pot lasagna, which I haven't done before. And so it was an interesting experience. Came out really well. And plus, the aromatics in the house all day were fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite part. But it was a meat lasagna, so it was like really heavy. So
Nice.
I got full quick, but now I'm starving again, so candy it is. Animal handling. Nice, Frank. Sleight of hand, maybe. Ooh, nice Tasha. Oh, it's amazing, Lord. Ooh, nice Bearopotamus. Oh, I forgot. Nightbot has all the commands. Bearopotamus. I am thoroughly enjoying your name. At first, I was like, that's just a great name. But now I find some sort of joy just in reading your name. Comes on like, Bearopotamus, that's great. I have a little peek of joy there. It's great.
It's good to say.
Right? Okay. Oh, I went through those candies fast. Yikes. Oh. It's so true.
You're right. You're right.
Right, where's the lie? It's accurate.
I just realized what. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm not muted. I just realized that it was you that typed in "I'm a golden god." I thought that was Sam. I didn't. I could see Blueberry trying to turn into a goldfish, or at least tempt. I don't know. It's just me.
Just concentrating really, really hard. Just like,
Nice.
and just boop. Like fart.
Yeah.
Classic dog fart. What's that? Oh, no.
Who did that?
No, Blueberry, no.
Yeah.
I mean, he does eat a lot of meat. That's, you know.
All right. Where's everything? My desk is not as it should be because it's been abandoned for 2.5 weeks. Oh, that hurts so much. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh no, I guess I was
Fork me. That hurts.
still up trying to find a stupid background. I hate backgrounds so much.
Ooh. Ooh. Bonfire.
Yeah, video sound. Sorry. Ugh.
Turn into
Jeez.
a goldfish, Dan?
Yeah, clearly. Yeah. Trying to open up this bottle of Stewart's root beer. It's like, F you, MFer. It doesn't-
Child locked. Child locked.
For real.
Man.
Oh my gosh. My hands all torn up. It was a terrible, terrible night.
Get one of your kids to loosen it up.
Yeah, nice. They're great at
Open
opening
this
beer
for your
bottles.
fa-
Yeah.
Open this for your father, please.
I love that. Yeah. It makes a satisfying glug sound. Okay, let's see. Oh. Mm-hmm.
Oh. That now I know why this name looks familiar. If anybody are tea drinkers, this is the website that I got my tea.
How nice.
So Beth, if you want to, they have a warehouse in the UK.
Oh.
I don't actually drink tea. I'm a very bad British person.
What?
I know. I'll give back my
Wild.
citizenship.
That's wild.
There's a knock on the door. Yeah. Excuse me, ma'am. We've reports here's your deportation.
I don't know
paperwork.
why, but it's just like I listened to a podcast called Cool Intentions, and like a listener made tea flavors off from the show, and Jamie Markey and J. Michael Tatum are the hosts, so they have their own tea. Michael's is called J. Michael Tea Time, and then Jamie's is Jamie Mark Tea instead of Markey. Both of their teas are really good. I was drinking Michael's tea earlier.
Whew. All right. So, with everybody back, we find ourselves after Emil and Devanya's quiet moments of meditation and conferencing in with their their deities, and Rains as well to summon Aelor and everyone's to do. Aaron has proposed a trip to the university that Mort and Pseudo-Brixie have agreed to go on. Blueberry and Orin had a one-on-one chat where Blueberry had to change perspective a little bit and better expressed that he better had not considered that while they lost a dear friend, Orin had lost his sister, and had a moment there. So, I guess we'll take lead with Aaron. And you want to head to, what would you like to do at the university?
Dang it, every single time. We're gonna walk outside, and I'll summon my horse so we can, like, fly there, I guess.
Okay.
Spot Devanya. Hey, we're gonna, crazily enough, go to the university and start doing some research. Do you want to come?
Yeah. And she'll stand up and walk over to the horse and yeah, sure.
All right, let's go. Wait, Mort, can you teleport us there by chance or not yet?
Sure.
Can we? Like, do you have a circle there? Because I don't know about you. I don't want to fly 3 hours in the
Gosh,
snow.
I thought that's one of the ones you learned to be able to. Of course, the keep.
Don't even worry about it anymore. It's done. We officially have a teleport circle in Xanbora.
Nice.
Done.
Nice.
Well, I just don't want to fly for 3 hours in the snow.
I feel like you did. I feel like that was set
one
up.
of the ones, yeah.
Cool. So we'll fly there. And Aaron will actually let Mort take the charge in leading the way through the university to the library.
Yep.
She'll let Mort and Devanya do that. She kind of just stay close behind.
Oh, there's so much to see here. That giant purple dome. What is that thing?
It's really cool. It's actually a bunch of little beams, and they're just spinning super fast. And that's it.
Wow. And these building edges. Very captivated by everything.
I'll make sure she stays close to us.
Please do.
Right.
We don't want to repeat. We don't need the second generation Brixie problems.
Do not speak of it. You speak of it, it may happen.
Nice.
That's why Aaron Wynn is keeping her close.
Amazing. You do find your way to the university library. And given I think your connection with Councilperson Shuffletrot has been established. Your little passport things for the city have been updated upon arriving, so you have access to the library. You head in. Of course, there's a clerk here and there that you can speak to if you wanted, but it's a library and you have a pretty good idea how to look things up and use things too. But there are people to speak
Before
with.
we go to the library, I'm going to ask if we can schedule a meeting with Shuffletrot, because I'm assuming she's busy all day. So if we could meet her sometime later, for dinner or something.
Okay. As you ask, let's see, this is what, mid-morning or late morning? 3 in the afternoon is her schedule today. She'll have 3 to 4 all then, in case you have time to swing by.
Okay.
She can meet you at her office.
Oh, right now or at
it's
3?
a few hours. Yeah, at 3, between 3 and 4.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah. Okay, all right. Okay, we'll do that. So while we're waiting for her, we'll go to the library.
Okay. Do you want to just dig in and start, looking things up, or talk to someone about it?
I will start looking things up because I don't want to weird out any clerks.
Nice. Okay.
So I have a lot. If you two have anything you want to do first.
Devon, do you have anything you want to research here?
She's gonna turn to Erwin real quick while they're in the library. Since I was outside, what exactly are we looking for?
Well, me personally, this was just me wanting to come here and not wanting to come here alone. So, personally, I'm going to look up everything I can about liches. Because we need to know what we're fighting against. And we need to know how to take it down. So I don't want to ask a clerk that because I'm afraid they might get the wrong idea, you know?
No.
Yeah, probably a good idea. I'll do the same. I'll do one part of the library and see what I can find and about separating souls, and she kind of lowers her voice in a whisper as she says the last part. You know, we really need to help Caelynn in this, and yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha. So you look over that, and then I'll look over that other part.
Yep.
Sweet.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Ward
Okay.
is going to look to see if he could find the same ritual books that Caelynn had on her.
That's right, Caelynn's out of honor.
Yes.
Go ahead and make an investigation check, just in case somebody misfiled something.
Oh, you don't say. Library misfiling something.
What?
A mighty 12.
Nothing touching any of that. However, you figure perhaps if anyone would have access, Councilperson Shuffletrot might be able to ask her a little later. And I'm sorry, Devanya, are you searching for anything while Erwin begins looking up her lich stuff?
She's specifically trying to look up things involving separating souls from the lich and kind of the whole concept of like they're together but they're separate, like kind of trying to dig into that a little bit to understand it more. So kind of on that side of the whole lich stuff.
Gotcha. I could make an investigation check as well, Devanya, if you would. Let's see. Okay. Nope, not much here. I mean, you find things on liches, and you get a basic understanding. Some of the things you knew, some other things you didn't. Some of the rituals are really dark rituals. There's different ways to become a lich, none of which are pleasant or good. Very, very evil-esque. But nothing on this shared thing. And Erwin, outside of looking up, liches and such, is there anything else you wanted to look up here?
Specifically, she's going to look for stuff about Yathaz.
Okay.
I know we've delved into a lot of his history, but she's like, as she's walking, she's going to be like talking to Mistra as her way of praying, just like talking to Mistra, just like, okay, so liches, literally the worst of any sort of magic user. I can imagine you're not too fond of them yourself. So any, guidance, I'm trying to look up things about this particular one so we can, get rid of him and save our friend. I'd appreciate any help, but I'm going to look where I can and try to find what I can here, even though I hate it here.
All right, go ahead and make an investigation check, and we'll see what you What'd you find here, if anything?
Oh no. That's a 4.
They just, again, while you find plenty of materials, it's all stuff that you knew. There really isn't much new. Nothing really leading specifically into Yathaz. A lot of his stuff is buried, but a few things you find, one of the founders of the Red Wizards, yada, 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 of Thay, so on and so forth. Not really much.
Oh, there's gotta be a restricted section somewhere.
But it takes a couple of hours to kind of pour through all these books, 2 or 3 hours. So you're coming up to the time where you'll have to leave to go meet Councilperson Shuffletrot.
All right. Let's gather everyone.
Vanu just kind of slams a book down for a second and just shoves it off the table.
You too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's go talk to Scarlet. Maybe she can let us into where the forbidden books are.
Yeah.
Forbidden books?
Not you, Brixie. Sorry.
I want to know more about those. There must be something really cool in them if they're forbidden.
You know what you can do?
What?
I definitely have a job for you,
Okay.
and it's the most important job of all.
Oh,
So after we're done talking to Scarlet,
okay.
you need to go get us all study snacks.
That doesn't sound important.
It is crucial because I cannot study without snacks. I know Mort can't study without snacks because we study together all the time, right?
I'll think about it.
Yeah, Devanya can't study without snacks.
I'll think about it. Let's
Yeah.
look at these.
Without my snacks.
Oh, well, I can probably do that. But let's go look at these restricted books.
You know, I really would have liked to have met Brixie.
My mom was so cool. Every story I hear about her is diving into danger and
We're talking as we
swooping and
walk.
saving people up. Yeah, she just sort of reminisces about the different stories she's heard about her mom. It's not too long of a walk to get over to the main area there, and to Councilperson Shuffletrot's office, where you are swiftly guided in and right back into her office. She is not sitting at her desk, but on her desk, feet kicking back and forth. Whee! Oh, hi, everybody. Oh, it's so good to see that you all made it. And she gets a knock on the door as you're all entering, and there's a letter that her assistant is. She kind of looks the assistant awkwardly at all of you. This is for you, ma'am. And passes it off to Scarlet. And it was like, hey, and she kind of reads through, you see her face kind of like, you just shift down to like just a really, what's the word there? I don't know. Yeah, like my gosh, it starts with a D, and it's like when you're just, you've got nothing in you, and I can't think.
Despondent?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, despondent, yeah, like.
Big words tonight.
My brain is not on. I'm so sorry. She shoos the person away and folds it up. I just got word.
Apparently, literally.
What's wrong?
That you lost. That Caelynn didn't return.
Yeah, you want did that happen to mention what happened to her? Because we've had to tell this story like 6 times, and
just that. And you're confirming it. These are just reports that she didn't come back. Did something bad happen?
Press play on the.
Is the door closed?
Yeah. The door's closed. You can recount the tale.
Close the door. Shut the blinds. Yeah, she became Yathaz's avatar.
Oh, so nothing terrible then. Good.
Yeah, no, it's all fine. We're all fine here. Yeah, this is great. This is great. We're fine.
Wait, what do you mean nothing terrible?
That was just me being sarcastic at how terribly bad the situation actually is. She walks around behind her
I have
desk.
to get better at this sarcasm thing.
She walks around and opens up a drawer with her keys and pulls it out, and it's like some of that mistiness from like a cooler when exposed to warm air. She pulls out some bottles of some sort of beer or alcoholic drink and sets them down and pops one open. And you're welcome to Pseudo Brixie grabs one, of course.
You don't want me to be having that stuff, but thank you for the offer.
Of course. Right, okay. I guess there's probably a time and place to get caught up on that, and I don't have... I've got the hour, but I'm sure you're here for maybe that, or what can I help you with?
Yeah, so we'll give her a quick rundown of what happened.
Okay.
And so that's the thing.
Okay.
We came here to research ways to try to, save her.
Right.
Because apparently, according to the ghost of the child that she took the place of,
naturally.
She and Yathaz are one, but they're not. So I think the way that we were able to save the other friend, Ormia, I think we can do that to Caelynn. But we can't find anything at the library, so yeah.
Oh, Amakir? From the Amakir family?
It's not Amakir, she's something else.
Oh, sorry.
That's Caelynn's last name.
Oh, right. What the hell is her?
Emriel.
What?
Emriel, right. Of the Emriel family, the armorsmiths. I heard reports that she returned to town a day or two ago.
That's
grand
good.
celebration, yes, yada. But, okay, so you know her, and she's been, if you catch her up, she'll take in the info.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, she's back to normal.
Good.
But it's just kind of funny because we saved a friend and lost one.
Yes.
So if we're trying to do research, trying to figure out more of more like. So those books that Caelynn had the ritual in,
Yes.
she had them with her.
Oh. Of course.
So, we're
Right.
trying to do research to find out more stuff about Yathaz, more about this Avatar thing, and we're kind of coming up short in the normal library. So, if there's forbidden books you can look at.
I can look things up. Absolutely. We'll get our scholars on the job and see what we can find. We'll focus our research on avatars and how they are bound and potential rituals or means to unbind them. It will take some time, certainly. There's the obscure texts. But I'll set them to the task. Yes, of course. We must help Caelynn. We must.
And we want to research too. So can you put, I don't think we're going anywhere for a little bit. So do you think you can put us on the job also?
I suppose so. Let me see what I can have brought to the office now. We had to face an avatar some century and a half ago. We don't have much on the matter, but what we do have, perhaps I can send for some scholars and you can all... she goes out the door and talks to her assistant. And comes back. Yes, they'll be here shortly with the books, and you'll have some time to review. They've deciphered the books before, when upon request some century and a half ago. They can share what they know and see if you have any insight, and they can set out on a search for new material, which is what might take a while, but we can cover what we have and give you a foundation to start from. They should be here soon.
We can't look through the books, through the shelves.
We have it all cataloged. They'll bring everything we have. It's not much. And you'll be able to look through it here. They're coming to the office.
Can I insight check her to see why she won't let us into that part of the library? Like, kind of try to read why she's reluctant. Like,
Okay.
if she's reluctant,
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Scarlett, is there a way for them to be at the keep at all?
No.
Natural one, Sam.
Even if one or two people come with us.
I can't. I do take freedoms. Oh, nice.
I got a natural 20.
Beautiful.
So that's a 19.
Nice. Okay.
Oh,
I'm
forgot you have a -1 to do insight.
Yep, I don't have the best wisdom.
Oh,
I'm afraid I can't, Devanya. I take many freedoms because I think that clearly the state of the world is on the line, and assuredly our task at hand with the Stormfall Coalition is greater than any here in the city. However, we must keep many of these matters secret from our local government. And so I have to find a way to make things work where I don't raise any flags, I don't break rules, and try and make them work as best I can. So I can certainly allow you to read the books here. But if those are lost, I'm already in. I can't lose my position here on the council. I mean, I can with some of these books missing now. But if I do, I won't be able to help in other ways in the future. I have to find that line. And Erin, as you assess with a 19 too, you kind of get that impression. She's doing her best within her means, but she has to consider her role and the ability to assist in her role. And if she can make that work much better by you reading it here, versus allowing others into the forbidden area, the city of Xanbora and what she does there is a bit separate from the coalition, and she can't raise too many flags here unless it's dire. But for this, she thinks that she can make it work. She can bring the books and not have to raise red flags.
I was going to ask, just had a thought. Is there any news out of Inverness?
We've sent more scouts. They are finding it very difficult to even gain entry into the city. There is a considerable amount of turmoil still, more so perhaps now than before. I don't have anything concrete coming from Inverness. I'm sorry, Inverness.
Okay,
Inverness.
that's unfortunate. Just the only reason I asked was
Yes.
Laszlo seemed to have some personal knowledge of Ythaz, so I was looking maybe to tap into that.
We'll continue our efforts to gain access again.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Of course. And the people arrive with the books. And if you, I guess you don't really have to make any rolls because the scholars are there to share what they've gleaned from it, but you're all able to look through the books as well as they're discussing and pointing things out. Councilperson Shuffletrot has to leave at the end of the hour, but she comes back a few hours later. If you guys are spending a few hours, it'll take a few hours to cover the material. There's a little bit on avatars. There are a few notes from the books that Caelynn had and otherwise on how to bind one into the avatar state. As an avatar,
Just watch that episode.
nice. But so much of the information is just really obscure, and they talk about end results, but they don't often talk about the means and all the details of the rituals.
While we're looking over the books, I'm going to light up all my runes.
Okay.
And as we're looking through things, I'm going to every so often use my manifest inscriptions to see if there's anything hidden in the books.
Nice. You do cast that, but there doesn't seem to be anything hidden, runic or otherwise, that illuminates. Some of the texts are only a few hundred years old, but most of them are pushing probably 1,000 or so. 900, 1,100 years old. They've reconstituted them as best they can to read the text that's aged away, but nothing secret or magical, unfortunately. It's just a very rare thing for mortals to have information on. Let's see. You do. I think the only thing. Go ahead and make. I guess. Let's see. Mort, Aaronwyn, and Devanya. Go ahead and make an investigation check with advantage because you have everything in your favor here to try and glean some fresh, with fresh eyes, right? Oh my goodness!
I got another natural 20.
Nice.
Which is total of 20.
Nice. Okay.
This is a good die. It's giving me 2 20s in a row.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, waste your luck.
And a 21 for Devanya. Woo! And is that a 22 for Mort?
Yep.
Nice. Okay. The dice are speaking.
The dice gods have spoken.
Really, the only thing to be gleaned from this at all you've found, and that is that once this takes place, right, nothing can be done for a considerable while. The time frame itself varies, but nothing right away. It's in fact most solidified initially. There are windows where there are opportunities. I think that y'all rolled well. They hint at certain celestial events, planets lining up and other things like that can have an impact. They hint at excuse me, the notion of a ritual that may be able to have similar impact. And then the other things reference 3 different ways to manage this, but never seem to mention what that third is. You've got the celestial event, a ritual, and then some third thing. But again, nothing like detail-wise, right? What celestial bodies line up? What does the ritual entail? What is this third thing? But you at least have a very clear
and this
idea.
This is to find out if we can separate the avatar or what happened or what is needed to create an avatar.
Unbinding.
Unbinding.
Yes.
Okay.
The details of the binding just aren't here. The only thing they have is the rough notions that they speak of with their notes that Caelynn had, where there are certain vases that are used, magical items that are used to store the tremendous energy and filter it and focus it into, a body that has to. They don't cover what the details are of who can be a container, basically, or be bound. Just that it's a very small percentage of people that have to go either through certain. They don't know, is it certain life events they have to go through? Is it physical aspects? What is it? They don't know, but they know it's hard to find. But you do have some hope that there are at least a few different ways to make that happen. And as you kind of discuss that, as Shuffletrot has returned, she has a new focus on her end. I am going to go and speak with the Runekeeper after she ushers, the books and the others out. I will speak with the Runekeeper and the Coalition and Sam, and we will make sure that we send out everything we can, everyone we can, to find information on what exactly these 3 things are, what the ritual entails, what celestial events take place. We will do everything we can. It will take some time, certainly. But as soon as we have something, I will message you immediately.
All right.
We will save Caelynn. We will.
Yeah, we will.
She's got a little tie that she put up on her, tied it over as a headband. She's all super into the work. Like, we will save her. I have another meeting. I'm so sorry to ask you all. But if you leave with me, I have to close up. It's the end of I won't be back. But
Thanks for all your help.
Of course, I will keep you updated with anything we find. It may. I'm certain it'll take time, but Sterling Samus is very, very good at what she does, and I think that she'll be our best bet. But we'll put out all our resources. We will get her back. We will.
Yeah.
Vanna's going to give her a big hug and say thank you before leaving.
Of course. Are you well, Devanya? You... actually, you seem... I don't know. There's perhaps something different. Something good? In a good way, of course.
Well, I am a bit distracted with current events.
Sure, certainly.
So I'm sorry for not catching your humor earlier.
That's all right.
There's been a lot of things going on.
Of course.
It's been going okay.
Yeah?
I think.
Good.
Yeah.
She'll kind of hold your hands. That's wonderful. Yes. We need to catch up. We'll have lunch one day, and let's just catch up. And I'd love to know better how you outside of ghosts and baddies.
It's okay.
Lovely. Well, you all take care. Yes. And Pseudobrixie, who's not been allowed to look at any restricted books, is like just frowny face. Let's go home.
Oh.
Oh, you're
Sam,
muted.
you're muted.
Muted.
One of these days. I'll touch her forehead and give her one of my runes. Give her Glyph of Aegeus, so she can there you go.
What did you do?
Not complain.
She kind of looks.
Now you're super magical.
She feels where you poked her, like having no idea there's a rune there.
It's just like mine.
She kind of cups it and sees a little glow. Or does it glow on its own if it's just a... Oh. Well, if we get lost, I will light the way.
Aww.
You definitely will. Erinwin says while glowing like a lighthouse.
Nice. All right. So, unless you have anything else in Xanbora, I'd say that you all...
Erinwin does. It's all right with you guys. I have one more place I'd like to go, just on my own.
Sure, we'll wait near the spinning globey thing.
Oh, yeah, let's watch that. I think I saw a stall that had some fried, doughy food. And I will light the way. And she walks in front of everybody and starts walking over there. Ian, I'm going to pause just, I'll jump back to you. I'm just going to jump back to the keep.
Yep, no problem.
And check in. Let's start with Emil. Bam. Do you have anything cooking at the keep?
I think Emil was originally thinking of going to the library before he had his little religious thing. So I think Emil is in the chapel praying for the time being.
Okay. All right. And Rain, anything that you're up to at the keep?
I think after I'm still here. My legs are just cramping. So you get all that.
Nice. You're there in spirit with a awesome wall.
And also
portrait.
deformed hands. Anyway, Rain would have just stayed in the room after Ayler and just look for anything. Just particularly talking to see if she could find anything. More information. that Caelynn left behind.
Oh, like a snoop about the house for anything Caelynn left? Ooh,
Yeah.
juicy. Make an investigation check with advantage because no one's around. I mean, Oren's there, I guess, and Blueberry and Felix, but I imagine up in her room there probably is.
Where's... Wait a minute, I am missing Vox Machina dice. Wait, what is this one? Okay, well, no. Yeah, okay. Sorry.
You're fine.
I'll take that 17. You said investigation, Dan?
Mm-hmm.
Skills. That's a 18.
Okay. Steph, with an 18 investigation, is there anything that Rain might find of Caelynn's?
I mean, if you're just, I mean, she would have had Devania's the little figurine that Devania made for her by her bedside. Of course, the 2 drawings up by the bed. Maybe she might have like a journal underneath the bed. And then if you go into the artificer's lab, which is just adjoining to that room, you would see all of the like different drawings and stuff of like Finn's new body, as well as like Warforged designs, and probably also yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take the journal.
Okay.
And then gently take down the 2 drawings above. Where are they located at?
They're
again,
just
Steph?
like they're just like tacked up on the wall above the bed.
Okay, I'm gonna get on the bed and carefully untack
Okay.
the 2 drawings.
Okay.
All right.
All right. They seem to be on fairly solid paper, and you know.
And then after that, I'm just gonna lay the drawings on the table, and then I'm gonna read through the journal.
Okay.
Right. I'll send you some notes on what's in there.
Nice.
Cool.
All right.
And then I'm gonna take the 2 drawings in the journal, and then I'm gonna go walk downstairs, go outside, and then cast Temple of God.
Okay.
Wait. Is it prepared? This is the question. Oh. I do apologize. Oh, it is. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast that.
All right.
I did have it prepared.
Nice. You start setting up for that cast, and I think it takes an hour. I think, right? So you're sort of setting up or preparing.
I do believe it does take an hour.
Okay. All right. So you work on that.
Yes.
Emil
Yes,
is
it does.
praying. Blueberry. Anything for Blueberry back at the keep?
He'll do his regular like rounds to the castles, make sure like everything's cool outside. Yeah. Yellow snow in a couple of places.
Nice.
No, just waiting for the guys to come back to see if anything's happened. Any more info from the library?
Okay.
While walking outside, do I see Blueberry? Would I, Beth?
I go around like the perimeter, so I don't know if you would.
Probably. That's pretty
Okay,
far away.
never mind then. I had
Alright.
something to do,
Nice.
but I don't see Blueberry anywhere, so I'll wait.
Anything for Felix? If you're there, Ed? Anyway, Ed? I know where he's ever gone, of course. Well, you wouldn't hear me anyway. All right. Anything for Oren then?
Ed said nothing for Felix.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I would say that Aaron, since he's still kind of unfamiliar with the house and with this whole setup, would probably sit at the table if no one's like there in like the kitchen or the table area. And if they are, like, he would go to Emil's room, which is the room he's been staying in, and start working on probably a letter to send back to his parents.
Okay.
And also he'll be working on a couple of letters, but having a very hard time, like a little inside look, having a very hard time on what to say. So there's a lot of like crumpled letters on the floor, like crumpled piece of paper on the floor. Yeah. So I would say that he'd probably start at like the downstairs table and then probably move up to his, to the bedroom to get more privacy. Especially when he starts the second letter. So.
Okay. All right. All right, so that's what's brewing back there. So, Erin, what have you got in Xanbora?
She is, surprise, going to the Temple of Mistra.
Okay.
And she's going to go to the high priest there and just kind of say, hey, I know this is kind of odd because I'm not really like a priestess or anything, but is there, she's got like 10 runes glowing, is there someplace real close to Mistra that I can talk to her, like a sanctum or something is what they're called, isn't it?
Certainly we have this. Would you like it to be a guided prayer? I can assist if you wish.
Somewhere private.
If you're looking
for myself.
Certainly. He's kind of, looking up and down with the runes and such. Yes. Right this way, please.
Sorry, I know that's not I guess a normal request?
It's alright, I can, for Rune Child, we will make it available. Please. And
thank you. I really appreciate it.
Alright, and you find a beautiful sanctum. It has a fountain in the center of this circular room inside the church. Ching ching. That is in the shape of the symbol, if you were to look bird's eye view. No gushing water or anything, just trickles over the edges, and they're placed to sit in the 5 inches of water and kneel and pray. Places to comfortably put your arms so it is not in water, but you rest yourself down in the water in one of the star marks each position.
She's actually gonna kind of stay out of the water, considering she's a lightning-based creature.
Okay.
That might be a bad idea. So she's gonna sit there and she's just gonna kind of just stare at the symbol for a while, and look, I was never really super religious at home. First time I met you, I talked to you like a normal person, so that's why I'm talking to you like this right now. I know you gave me a task to do, to find those 7 things. Crap. The blue flame relics. And I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna keep my end of the bargain. I don't know if this is what you need to be told that I'm gonna take you up on our deal. But I'll do that. I'll find your relics and I'll help you. Especially because of everything you've done for me. But I need a little bit more help. We need a lot of help. So, I guess if you're listening, I'm here.
Okay.
She'll just kind of like look around like, what do I do now? I guess she'll just sit there and just like think.
You pray that, you put that out in conversation to Mistra. And after a few minutes, you're mentally trying to put that thought out and hear something.
She's speaking out loud.
Okay. And as you're reflecting on that and focusing on that, you finally you just kind of relax from it for a moment, and it's in that moment that you get a flood of thoughts and images, like a grand tapestry of a story. Just sort of briefly washes over your mind. And you get initially a wave of Mistress' current plight, that she is in a weakened state right now. She needs these to gather her energy back up. That it is her intention to help as she can. She's just not currently in a really good state to... That's not so much in a direct manner, but empower you better to be able to help yourself, because deity. And the other thing impression you get is that she is very just open about the help from you. She imparts upon you that there are some others in her service that are seeking these out, so it may not be all 7 you need to get. And that if you wish to assist, that is wonderful, but that she does not want you to feel under any obligation to. She wants to do these things, A, because she needs the help, but B, as a part of returning you to a whole, or rather, not so much that, but taking what has happened to you and all you've been through and finding a way to forge yourself from it into a new you, and not continue to suffer from it. And that's what she cares about the most. So if that for you ends up not being taking you down this path to help, then that's what she will support. And that the biggest thing that you get at the end is it does feel like just a big wave of thoughts and emotions. Now is not yet the time to pursue a relic. That she will reach out when the time comes for the whatever one that is right for you to pursue, should you want to. But that now is simply a time for an absence of that.
Cool.
Also, a bit of a friendly feeling that when you remarked on how you talked to her just as a normal person, she appreciates that and feels the same way and enjoyed that time, and you have that kind of a bit of a bond and that familiar moment.
Thanks.
You get a brief scent of some tasty fried dough.
Oh, now I want donuts. Dang it, Mister. Am I the only one who's ever offered you donuts? She'll just get up and just start muttering about donuts and head out.
Nice. Okay. If you're returning to Mort Devanya and Pseudo Brixie, you'll find probably Devanya and Mort trying to keep Pseudo Brixie corralled a bit as she's eagerly, ooh, what's this? And look at those, and going through all the stands and trying to buy goods. She doesn't understand buying. Yeah, but it's delicious. Why?
No, you don't put it in your mouth.
I can't.
Don't. Nope. Nope.
That was something Brixie would do.
All
Sorry,
right.
I am sorry that took a long time. Let's get some donuts to take home.
Ah, let's. What are donuts?
Okay.
I'll pay for those.
Nice.
And apologize profusely after when Brixie's not paying attention to Stefania and Mort.
Nice. Brixie does a few pirouettes whee, on the way over to get some donuts. You're able to pick some up and bamf back to the keep if that's where you're headed.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll go into the chapel and I'll set a donut in front of the little shrine to Mistra and then go eat.
Awesome.
Because that's what you do.
By the time you all return, it's probably 5 or 6, so about dinner time. Not assuming Felix is preparing anything, just saying. But it's about dinner time, where I'm sure you're all able to, even if you're fending for yourselves, gather around the kitchen table. Does Orn want to join that since he's still sort of...
Yeah, I would say that he'd probably smell food and get hungry, so he would go down.
Dan.
Okay, nice. Yes?
Okay, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Would
With a little finger.
Yeah.
She's got to put a sock on that.
Yeah. Nice. Dan.
I am so sorry.
You're fine. You're fine.
With all this caffeine, with me having ADD, I get tired when I have a bunch of caffeine. So I'm sorry.
No worries.
But after I almost said Brixie. Wow. After Rain cast Temple of Gods,
Yeah.
they would have left the doors open to see if anybody would walk by. Would Rain would have seen more, like anybody walk by?
No, only because they're using the teleportation circle in the building now instead of flying or walking.
Okay.
But you would smell a little of that food. I mean, it's hard to, even if they're preparing food for themselves, or if Mort and Aaron came home and decided to make some pizza, whatever's cooking, you're gonna smell it. It's an open area where your church is, your chapel.
Okay. Oh, and also with the fabric that Rain had Erwin.
Oh yeah.
Get her. They would have did that, made a cloak.
Nice.
And the cloak is black.
Okay.
And has a hood.
Awesome.
Also, wherever my little character is, that's what it looks like.
Awesome. I love it.
Okay, so I'm gonna take the grab the things that I found in Caelynn and Erwin's room and bring it in with me. Gall, talking's hard.
As you arrive, everyone's sort of just sat down. The food isn't quite out to the table yet, whoever's putting it together. Felix, assuming that you're taking the night off and maybe Morton and Aaron made some pizza or something, will you be joining everyone for dinner? Not trying to get you to pop back on, just making sure you're there. I'll keep my eyes peeled on the other chat just in case. Assuming that Felix is there, I'll say that he's spent the evening kind of taking things in, is glad to see some, glad to taste some of that delicious pizza that Mort and Aaron make. Everyone is settling in. You're all able to share news of your adventures for the day and things you've discovered. But I'll open up to any role play if you want to chat about anything or pursue anything this evening. Discussion.
Rain is going to try to find an Emil.
You find him right at the table.
We're all eating dinner.
Well, Rain is specifically looking for Emil.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm assuming I should ask. Emil, are you joining everyone by dinner time, or would you stay in the...
Yeah, Emil will join for dinner.
Okay. You find him sitting, in one of the seats towards the end of the table.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Crap. I had a question for Emil.
Why he's so sexy?
Oh, God.
It's a valid question. It's a right. It's too funny.
Random.
Oh, nice.
The diabolical head. Anyway. Rain is. I remember now. Rain is gonna set the drawings and put the journal in, like, their waistband.
Okay.
And tell Emil, I found these in Caelynn's room. Do you know what they are? Because I do not know.
So presumably this is being said in front of everyone.
No, just to you.
I'm at the table having dinner with everybody else.
Oh. I mean, anybody can chime in if they hear it.
Yeah, I think.
So to answer your question, Warren, yes, I am saying this to everyone.
Okay. And what was the last piece that you said again? You took out the images and put them down on the table and
A journal.
the journal.
No, I hide the journal.
Oh, okay.
I know I'm not ready to share information just yet.
Okay. So you put the 2 papers down, and what do you say to everyone?
Does anybody know what this is?
Oh.
And it's the 2 drawings.
One of which is just effectively scribbles, and the other one is a familiar end of a chapel, with the pulpit and the 2 coffins, one open, one closed, and a shaded figure with an obscured face standing behind the pulpit.
Yes, those are from my sister's room.
All right, let me rephrase my question. Do you know what these drawings mean?
Well, the pulpit one, she told us that she saw that when she was looking in the mirror. And that is basically what we saw. Minus that creepy guy right there. When we went in to try to save Ayler.
The construct that left earlier today also mentioned that she saw that in a vision, and he'll point to the one with the 2, or something that her patron gave her.
His name is Brewer.
Yes. That one.
Why do you have these, Rain?
Just doing some investigation on my own just to find answers. Trying to help bring Caelynn back. And then I found this and something else that I'm not ready to share.
From my sister's room.
Rain's gonna ignore.
Rain, were you snooping in my room?
I didn't touch anything that was yours.
No, only stuff that belongs
I need an insight
to
checker.
Caelynn.
I'm telling the
It's
truth. I'm telling the truth.
Rain, is there anything else that you took?
No.
Do you have something that can help us find
Insight check
Caelynn?
with the 28.
Yeah, because
Oh,
you
and
said
deception.
you can roll deception. I think that to factor into.
No, I'm missing Caelynn. Oh wait, Caelynn's on my TARDIS.
So many words.
And I just got the Doctor Who theme song in my head.
Nice.
Like I said in chat earlier, just because Rain's an adult, she's
Nice, yeah.
oh, oh, please, charisma score do not be low.
Hmm.
No.
What'd you
So
get?
does that mean, hang on, it's still high? Where are you, deception? Okay, straight roll, but a good roll. 18. I have a plus 0.
She got a 28 on her
Oh.
insight. So you know,
Yeah.
Devanya, because she said, and I found something else that I'm not ready to share yet, you know that she found something else. And she's just
Rain.
You just see Rain eyes dart from place to place.
It's awesome.
Devonya's gonna stand up on her feet. Rain,
Mm-hmm.
what else did you take?
Just the Rain can feel the death glare or whatever look.
She's not
Divine.
glaring at you. She's. It's more of a concerned.
Okay, with
Slightly stern, but more of a concerned look.
as Rain feels guilty, she pulls out Caelynn's journal.
That seems like that could be helpful.
And Rain
Rem-
hands it to Emil.
Remember, Rain, it's not a competition. We're all trying to help find Caelynn together, so we're all working together.
I mean, we pretty much just spent most of the day, all day, in a freaking library that was pretty much useless. Devonya's getting frustrated. and pouring over these other books. Like, we're all trying here. All of us. We've got to work together on this. If anybody has any information, and I understand our brains are not right now, but we've got to do this together, Rain.
Well, there's things that there was things that were mentioned about me, and I'm a little hurt by it. And while saying that, I hand the journal to Devanya, and then I'm gonna walk away and head back to the temple.
Okay, let me copy and
And-
paste what's in the journal to you that I sent to
Jesus.
Mariah. 1 second.
Pass it from person to person.
It's awesome.
No,
It
it's
goes
just like it's like
around.
Caelynn's burn book. It's like-
Oh,
Yes.
do you pass it around or do you nominate a person to read it aloud?
Oh God! All right, I'm sending you. Let's see, that's one thing, and then this last one I think is what she's talking about. Oh, let's see here.
Yeah, the last thing that you sent
Yeah.
me, Steph, is what Rain is
So,
talking about.
This is what she is talking about. I think. But yeah, all of that's kind of bullet points of what's in there.
Where'd you send this?
Well, I sent it to Devanya since she's the one that is looking at it. If she shares it with everyone, I'll just repaste it for everyone.
Steph, I was gonna volunteer myself to copy and paste it and send it to
Oh, it's
Melissa.
okay. I got it.
Slowly, as information
Wow,
is disseminated.
I'm sure that the information might be helpful. It's also not the best practice to be snooping in other people's rooms.
Noted.
I mean, that person may not actually be alive technically right now, but
You know, it was my room too, but she did apologize, so.
And also, let's not be banding around that, Emil.
let's not rule out sneaking into other people's things, okay? I'm a little uncomfortable with the notion that that's completely
I don't think
wrong all
that
the time.
that's.
Sometimes you do what's necessary.
Are
That's.
we seriously discussing morality here?
I'm talking about the fact that you just said Caelynn might not be alive. I mean, I don't mind sneaking. I've been following Arn around all day.
That's you.
Arn will like
just
look up and like smirk at you, Blueberry.
Oh,
Not doing a very good job of it,
Blueberry
but
does. I mean,
I wanted you to see me.
I have.
Nice.
I'm gonna retract. Rain is gonna retract, and they're gonna take the drawings, and Rain is gonna go back into Caelynn and Aaron's room and put the drawings back where they found.
Okay.
Feeling guilty.
does she come back down the stairs? Do they come back down the stairs at all?
Melissa, both pronouns are correct, so
Okay.
just letting you know.
Okay.
Does Rain come back down the stairs? That's a good question.
Emil, do
Yeah.
you really think that there's no hope? Oh, and I heard you, by the way. Mariah. Gotcha.
you have information that we don't.
I was asking him a question. I was not talking to you.
I'm
Emil.
talking to him.
Noted.
Erin sits there awkwardly eating her pizza, like looking back and forth now.
I'm sorry. What were you saying, Devanya? I missed it. My bad.
We're just like staring at Emil.
Oh, you were asking Neil, right? Okay.
Yeah, me and
About his
Arwen,
thoughts on
yeah, like
Caelynn
we
being dead?
were just like was maybe a little bicker here, but yeah. Do you really think that she can't come back from this? She kind of grips the journal tightly in her hands.
I don't think anybody said that. She can come back from this. Not yet, but there is a chance. I mean, obviously I believe there's always a chance, but I have information from Hermod that we will have a chance at some point. If, and as this is always the if with Hermod, if we put ourselves in the right place to take advantage of the opportunity will be there. It's still incumbent on us to do the work to give ourselves that chance.
Funny. Amateur said she sets the book down slowly onto the table. Ilmater said the same thing to me.
Yeah, there was a eventually, but not now, from Mistra too.
Oh, so we're all talking to gods here.
Yeah.
Sometimes we talk to God, sometimes we talk to fools. It's just depends on the hour and the day.
Yeah, well, I guess even though they came from gods or deities or whatever you call them, it's still comforting.
You don't pray.
No. I make my own luck.
We all do.
I'm trying so hard not to quote Star Wars right now.
Emil, do you think you will be able to keep this for Caelynn? She holds up the journal again. You have been through this the longest. But I am not going to ask something of you that you can't do. And I'll return it to her room.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Felix has known her as long as I have. Do we know if there's even anything in there that can help? Because if not, then yeah, we should leave it for her, I guess.
She wrote that there was she had a lot of questions about who was talking to her, clearly. But she began to trust it more and more. And it seems the people around her. She thought it was okay.
So did I. It's done. It's done. We have to go forward from that. We were wrong.
You're saying?
Maybe, sorry, I was going to say maybe if somebody's to do a thorough investigation of the journal, maybe it should be Aaron. And maybe not the rest of us. If it's personal enough to upset Rain, if it's a personal journal, or Finn. One of those two.
And the brewer thing.
Yes.
He's not a thing, he's a person. And if you don't stop calling him a thing, I'm going to take my turn to punch you.
Same.
I apologies.
He's helped us a lot.
He's also suffered.
Okay. Haven't we all?
Indeed. He is very much one of us.
So it seems. So something I didn't quite pick up on yesterday when everything was being explained to me was that everyone here knew about this thing talking to Caelynn.
Brewer.
That Caelynn had a patron?
No, the patron, not.
Yes, there was.
I'm not talking about
Yes.
about Brewer.
Forgive me.
Did anybody explain about the missing eye?
I don't.
No.
I mean, I don't remember her ever mentioning she had a patron. She just,
Well, when
I remember.
you were just talking about, I feel like this conversation kind of led me to believe just now that y'all knew, everyone at this, or most at this table, some at this table knew that something was talking to her. You, and he points to Emil. You didn't seem surprised to this, pointing to Devania.
We saw some things changing You notice
She lost an eye. She sacrificed an eye to her patron to gain power. To gain something.
to protect us.
There was definitely something visible then. So if you didn't know before then, you definitely knew at that moment.
We knew something was up.
At this point, Rain is just gonna. Obviously, they're just angry and tears are just falling down their eyes, and she's gonna storm off and head to her temple, slam in the door.
Devonia's gonna set the journal down on the table. Just take her hands off of it and point to Emil and cast message. Her and Brewer were in love. And Emil's the only one that would be able to hear that. And she'll walk out of the room and chase after Rain. I almost called you Raven. I don't know why.
Well,
That's so Raven.
Yeah, pretty close.
I mean, my patron is a
Yeah.
the Raven Queen.
Yeah.
So. Rain didn't get that far. Rain just clearly upset, just plopped down in front of the door.
Drop down in the snow, and Devania catches up shortly after.
At the front door. At the front door.
Oh, okay. Just outside
Sorry.
the front door.
Sorry to be clear.
No, no
I
problem.
wasn't clear.
So dramatic.
Oh! That's awesome.
It's our drama club, guys.
Yeah, for real.
Welcome to the drama side of Mad Birds.
Nice.
Devonia's gonna kneel down next to Rain.
Just for clarification, Rain does not like people see her when she's weak, so she has her hood up.
Rain. Do you remember when you first changed?
Rain's gonna give a visible nod.
And because of your change and who I am, I could not see who you were. Remember the conversation we had when you were building your temple? Truce, right? Caelynn loved you. She loved all of us. We might not have agreed on everything. She had a lot of things going on. A lot of things that we didn't know. She was very sorry and felt really bad that you had to see her like that. That happened. That, most of all, it could have been you. She was not okay with that within herself. She didn't like that you didn't trust her anymore. But she was struggling. And if she'll allow, Devonia's gonna kind of put her left hand on her back.
She accepts it.
She doesn't hate you. She never did. Okay?
She didn't ask for help. And then just by this point, just tears.
So just go like this and just wrap her in her arms and just stay with her the entire time.
All right. The evening out there continues on with that. Back at the table, Emil, you've been left with that information and the journal on the table. What would you like to do with that, if anything?
No immediate action.
Okay. Anyone else at the table have anything they'd like to do as the evening winds down?
Is Aaron still at the table? Do you mind if I go into yours and Caelynn's room and just go on her bed?
Oh, of course, Blueberry.
Okay. I'm gonna go up and sleep in Caelynn's bed.
Okay. Still has Caelynn scent all over it. Nestle in. I guess anything for Orin then? Be the big
No, he's
question.
just sitting there, probably awkwardly looking at Emil and looking at the book, and well, he'll stand up and start pushing his chair in and maybe take some plates into the kitchen. I think I'll retire for the night.
Okay.
Good night.
And go upstairs to his room.
Okay. A rough night after a rough week after a rough several months. One by one, people head off to their different areas. The howl of the bitter cold wind outside, whistling by the window. Some fireplaces set alight in the bedrooms. Some folks to get some warmth and rest. A lot of avenues have been searched today. Some answers have shown themselves, but there's one thing that's become abundantly clear is it's just going to take some time to get back around to a place where saving Caelynn is on the table. So as Devanya comforts Rain and Blueberry nestles into Caelynn's bed and everyone heads to sleep for the night, Emil, you have your letter you've set aside with at least some destination or some task at hand. Everyone lays their head down in hopes of getting a good night's rest as we back ourselves out of the castle up above, watching the snow fall on the bitter cold keep that just seems a little too empty. We'll wrap up our session there tonight.
Oh, I am literally tearing up right now. Oh my gosh, Melissa. Oh.
That was beauteous. All the feels. The fire on my face. All the feels.
Flames on the side of my face. Breathe the healing breaths.
I'm just so glad to be back. Thank you, players, for such an amazing night of roleplay. You guys are just so good. And thank you, viewers, for hanging out and joining us and interacting. Makes everything so wonderful. I'll put up our schedule here quickly. We have lots of content, and especially D&D here within that 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern window, all throughout the week, except for Wednesday and Thursday. We additionally have a Saturday evening campaign, 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern. Steph does Mad Art with Steph every Friday noon to 3 Eastern. Consider joining our Discord if you haven't already, for all the reasons. There's a lot of fun going on there. But additionally, you can put in requests for fan art from different moments across the different campaigns, and Steph will put things together in a poll where everybody can vote on it.
Please suggest the moment between Rain and Devanya. I would love to see that.
Oh, little tears freezing off as they fall off her cheek. Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Yes.
Let's see. We additionally have on Sunday afternoons, which is such a great time for this, Madbird Plays, where Vic runs that, and we have different folks from across the community join each week. It changes, but it's such a fun show. They play on Tabletop Simulator and Jackbox, and it's just super chill Sunday afternoon.
So fun.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and thank you, Melissa, and for putting the Discord in, and Danny for the Patreon. Yes, we start Patreon. If you are looking to support us in a financial manner, and let's say that you already subscribe here, consider moving over to Patreon instead. You still get your subscriber die, but we're just able to give a little more back there. We have other options and other things we can give you. Check out the link if you would. You'll see all the fun stuff for the different tiers. There's a $5 tier. It's the same as this. You get your subscriber die to help out the players, or you can use it for an NPC. But yeah, there's a lot of fun things that we can give back in appreciation for your support. But thank you all so very much. I'm so bad. I have not done this for a while. I'm usually set up and ready. I'd like to raid, one of our lovely folks that.
Seventh Rose is still alive.
All right, I'm going to jump into. Oh my stars! What have we got here? I think we did them recently. We'll jump in over here. Let's grab Arcane Arcade Official.
Ooh, they have really good stuff.
Yeah.
I've seen their streams.
We'll
They're
give
pretty
you-
good.
Nice. All right. We're going to head over there. Please consider hanging out with us for a bit as we go over there, support them. We'd like to do our Caw-Caw Madbird Raid. That's our little calling card. Calling card. Sorry. I'm still terrible. I'm still a terrible human being. You're all amazing. Thank you for staying up late with us, and for just being so fantastic. Have a wonderful night, everybody. We'll catch you all soon. Bye.